What? You don't want to start with the easiest part? Did you just crush your finger in there?
No.
Proxy, stop licking up oil off the floor. Helps if it's on camera. That one's a little tighter.
Yeah.
Or is it just a? It's gonna be hard with the oil line there.
Damn it.
Maybe come to this side. Might make it easier. So far, all the pistons are looking pretty good. All the bottom end bearings are good, and everything is standard size, so that's good. But if you guys look at the bearings here, that guy has this groove on the inside there, and no damage on the rod, so that could be a factory groove. It's really hard to say, but the crank itself so far is looking minty. Proxy, you're so annoying. Come on. And of course it got a little warm in here, so we had to open up the old window because it got a little warm in here. Seda, just because they fell out of the bottom doesn't mean they're your babies. Okay, so we got her all apart. The crank looks awesome. That's just oil on that. Those are the old pistons. This is the one that was in the engine. That one was in a box of spare parts that he told me he originally changed. Maybe he should have changed this one too, who knows. This is one here that ate the ring. That one there, no rings on it. Okay, let's start. That is a replacement piston. It has a different part number, but it's the same size. That's the rod right there that I have the bad piston on. And yes, there's a groove on that bearing right there that looks like it's a purposely cut groove. So maybe he just replaced the bearing. One bearing, hard to say. All the other bearings, they look good. This end piston here has a stuck center ring. These are both original pistons. Now I noticed there, you see the marking on there? That's a 40. Those look like, what is that?
39.
39 it looks like. A 39, and this one here is also a 40. It's flipped backwards, but it's a 40. Is that just because for sizing, inners and outers? Or is it just something they did in the factory? Hard to say. The bottom end bearings are standard size. I popped a few out. So basically, he changed that piston. That's an original Toyota, but it's a different part number. So I got to mic it, double check all the cylinders are the same size. Go from there. But one piston here with the stuck valves, stuck rings. One of them has a little bit of damage on the top of it, but it's nothing. But I still got to, clean it up, double check for cracks and everything. But so far, in my opinion, everything's looking pretty good. Still kind of interested about how the numbers are marked on the bottom of the con rods.
What was the part number on the other piston? Do you remember?
Yeah, you should look that up. Okay, well, I'll show you with this guy here. So that's what's on one side. And then they're 56013. And this guy here is 56. What was this guy here? 56021. 56021. And it does have original Toyota stamp on it, I believe, somewhere here. I believe I've seen it somewhere. Oh, right there. You could see different pins. I will be pulling all the pistons off. Good chance I'll be changing the bearings in there because this one here is exploded. That bearing was shot in here. A little bit of looking is all I'm doing for today. I'm going to spin her over, spin her around, check out the bearing. The cylinder wall. So everything here spins nice and free now. I got to check for any kind of end play, stuff like that. I got to decide if I'm going to pull her apart any more than this or not. I think this might be good enough. I'm probably going to still pop off these caps, take them a quick peeky at them. Water, yeah, I might as well pull them apart and check. Cylinder sleeves, of course, I got to check for any kind of damage of any signs of, basically signs. You could see where the old owner pried it apart. He had it apart a few times clearly, once when he changed the piston. The long story short with this is he overheated this engine really bad. If you wonder why I'm talking funny, it's because of this guy. He overheated the engine really bad, changed the water pump, replaced the head, and so on, and then blew it up again. Almost instantly. Didn't he say that he blew it up like immediately?
Within a quarter mile.
Yeah, so he got it stuck in the bush. rebuilt it, and it blew up again. So, and then I'm guessing he probably limped it around for a while by looking at it. It's really hard to say. So, but that's where I'm going to leave this video, I think, for today. This is just a quick, not even probably 10 minutes of update on the 78 Landcruiser B Series engine, 2977cc. Okay. What did you just say? You going to go wash your hands because you just shoved your hands down Sheila's holes? Is that what you just said?
After birth care, I guess.
I guess so, because it dropped pistons out of the bottom. I'm not sure how well this is going to show up on the camera here. There's actually cross-hatching still on the cylinders here. Let's see here. Maybe I can get the focus here. You guys see that? So, I'll just go quickly here. That groove right there, you can't even feel that with your hands. That is just staining. Literally just staining. Super smooth right there. I literally cannot feel that with my hands. This one here is a little bit of a different story. You can see there's a little bit of a markings on the side, right dead center of the screen. But again, that should clean up. This is for sure the worst one that blew up here, but everything else here is pretty good. Yes, they all need deglazing. They all have to be dingleberry
Dingleberry bald?
honed, yes, okay. And seeing that I got it this far, I am going to pull off the main bearings. But I'll be doing that later. Seeing there's no pistons in it and the engine turns over, you know, super well, I'm going to probably hook something up to that, and I'll use that as an injection pump test. I'll try to put some lines on here and see if I get a pressure. I'll actually stick the injectors up here and see if I can spray them into the wood stove and make some heat.
No.
I'm joking, but I mean, I got to spray them somewhere, and it's going to atomize into the air. But a good time to see if that injection pump is shot from sitting. Water pump is frozen solid. You can see the guy put on a brand new water pump after it started overheating and never solved his issue because, of course, the head was cracked. So, kind of wish he would have had the old water pump. Maybe it's in the box of parts. I never actually looked for that. So, but seeing the water pump is seized, I'm just guessing it's seized from sitting. So, I could probably free that up. I never actually tried to put any force on it because I don't want to. I don't want to wreck it. Because if you guys look, it's an original Toyota one. Okay, so for real now, this is the end of the video. I'm putting everything away.